Okay, so normally I don't make content on bundles, but the fact that they, announced this as power-up discount bundles at affordable prices, I want to look at these and tell you whether or not the actual value is there. So, in game, we have 3 different power-up bundles. One is for costume upgrades, one is for equipment, and one is for awakening stones. So, we'll go over each one. I'll tell you if it's good or bad, and I'll tell you if it's worth the price. So, the first one is the costume bundle. Honestly, I have bought one of these before in the past. They're not terrible, but the problem is you need so many of these upgrades per piece that just 30 of these is not going to upgrade an entire piece, if I'm not mistaken. I know some of them, I think some of the pieces may take more cosmetic upgrades than others, but I'm not quite sure on that, so don't hold me to that. But I'm almost positive that this does not upgrade an entire piece of gear, just 30 of them. So, with that being said, this is kind of a nice push for your cosmetics. Like if I was really close to getting done with some of my cosmetics, or I had a whole bunch of cosmetics for a new character or something like that that I needed to get upgraded, I could buy these, and you can buy it up to 3 times. There's a 3 times limit on it. And it gives you some gold, which is normally I would say, why are you adding gold to the bundle? Just to sweeten the deal. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Gold is easy to come by. But in this case, these cosmetic upgrades are so expensive to add to your cosmetics that I'm okay with the fact that they're giving you gold here. I think that that's actually halfway decent because honestly, applying a whole bunch of these upgrades costs quite a bit of gold. So, altogether, for $8 US, is this bundle worth it? If you have the extra cash and you really don't want to, grind out the demons, or you need these ASAP, this is a pretty decent bundle. Honestly, $8 isn't like super crazy. Honestly, $8 is probably one of the like lowest tier sort of bundles that they end up doing. They really don't release anything that's, much lower than that. So, I mean, for this, honestly, looking at the game and how the normal bundles and stuff like that run, this isn't a bad bundle. Moving on to the upgrade bundle. I have bought a bundle that was way better than this for way more than this, and I hated it. So, honestly, this bundle is not my favorite. The 10 engraving stones is actually pretty good, just because you can only get engraving stones from Training Grotto, or, if there's like a roulette or some sort of bingo event or something like that going on, or there's an exchange shop or whatever the case. So, the engraving stones, you get 10 of them. That upgrades an entire piece of gear, which is pretty decent if you buy all 3 of them. That's half of a UR set, which isn't too bad. You only get 5 hammers of Visel, which is trash. That only gives you 1 upgrade to a current substat, and even then, if you're not on a guaranteed, like if they're not running the guaranteed event, you could end up failing with this, which is dumb. Obviously, the chance to fail is pretty low, but there's still the chance. 100 anvils, although sounds like a lot, the fact that there are 4 different substats for each piece of gear. So for HP example, I'm pretty sure it's HP, lifesteal, regeneration rate, and recovery rate. I personally have terrible RNG when it comes to using anvils. So 100 anvils is not going to get me anywhere. 100 anvils is not even going to that's not even going to get 1 piece of gear to where I want it, honestly. So this bundle for $8, I would not buy this. To me, this is not enough value. If they made this like 200 anvils and maybe 10 hammers of Visel, maybe it would be worth it. But even then, just gear in general in this game is a real hassle to make. So I guess I can understand why people would buy this, but it's just, Not a great bundle. This bundle is awful. Awakening stones are really not all that hard to come by, to be honest. Like, I mean, just doing a lot of the stuff in the game gets you the lower tier ones, in which I always just end up, you know, using the like the king exchange thing to bump all of my lower end stuff up as high as I can get it. If you don't know, like, you know, you can take the 3-star crystals. If you have 6 of those, you can make a 4-star. 6 of those makes a 5-star. 6 of those makes a 6-star. So yeah, I don't know. With some of the events in the game, you can actually farm these out pretty easily. I've been sitting on hundreds of, you know, awakening stones. So personally, this is not worth it to me. The fact that they give you 45 is actually a halfway decent number, and they give you some gold, which I guess is okay, just to, you know, help you increase your equipment. But I don't know. This one is by far the worst out of all of them. I don't know who would really need this unless you just are new to the game and you don't know how to get these awakening stones, which honestly, just doing in-game events and stuff like that, and then going over to King right here in your tavern, you can literally just talk to him. You hit this little button and you go to equipment stones, and you can make all of these 3-star stones. I can upgrade as much as I can. And I got 3 4-star stones. Obviously, that's not a whole lot, but these rack up over time. And, you know, obviously, unless you're just building like 1,000 SSR sets all at one time, you're not really going to go through all of those like all that quickly. So that is pretty much all I have. I don't know why I wanted to make this video, but I just noticed that they wanted to say that these were affordable bundles. And although $8 really is probably the lowest price point a lot of their bundles hit, the value maybe isn't the greatest. Obviously, like, you could get a Hawk Pass for the same price, and the Hawk Pass really almost is about the same value, to be honest. Like, you get 2 stamps with this one, and you get, you know, the part 2 and part 1 SSR ticket, and you get 30 gems out of it after you finish the entire thing. But there are bundles that are just, you know, a lot more expensive and stuff. So I guess these are okay if you really need whatever they have in them. But I would recommend, if you're going to buy any of them, maybe the costume upgrade bundle, and if you are super desperate, the equipment upgrade bundle. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.